Hello guys, welcome back. So now we are starting a topic inheritance. So we have already covered encapsulation, class and object in this object-oriented programming. Now we are starting inheritance, one of the most important concepts of object-oriented programming. And here we have some kind of benefit. So here, as you can see, right, we are having parents having a child. I mean that picture is showing, right. That means it is something which is having which is implementing through the hierarchy. That way you can understand. Like for example, parent and child things will come into a child. Like maybe the face will be the similar, or maybe some talk, maybe some behavior will maybe the similar. So same way, if we having some classes between the relationship between the classes, like parent class and child classes, they may having some kind of relationship. So we do understand that how do we implement the relationship and what the benefit of inheritance. Without inheritance, what will happen, that all we will cover. So the main concepts of inheritance is use the code, build hierarchies, and extend the behavior. Extend the behavior means somewhere if it is doing something, you want to add some more things on them. That is called extend the behavior. So these are the three main key rules, thumb rule. If you want to explain to someone inheritance, you have to tell about these three things. How can we implement them? Now let's understand with one example. So whenever you want to make inheritance, that time that child inherit from the parent. So here we will create a multiple classes. One class will not be enough. If you want to inheritance, at least two classes you need where you have to make some relationship. One class could be the parent and one class could be the child, right? So that way we have to implement. Like for example, animal is look like a parent class, and dog, cat, cow, they all are the child classes. So that means animal will be the one class, dog, cat, cow could be the child class. Now here we will having a different type of inheritance: single inheritance, multiple inheritance, and multi-label inheritance. Single, one parent, one child; multiple parents, one child; multi-label, grandparents, parents with child. So that way it does implement. Now here we do understand that class concepts, how can we create a child class. So class animal, it's a simple class that we have already created previously. Now if you want to create the child class, then when you will create the child class, after class you will use one braces, that is called parenthesis. So if you are using parenthesis after the class, and if you are using some name inside it, that means this class will behave as a parent class and this class is behave as a child class. So if you want to understand the inheritance, like who is a parent and who is a child, you must have to look the child class, because with parent class you cannot get to know that which one is parent and which one is child, right? So with the dog itself, I can get to know that, okay, dog is a child and animal is a parent. So whenever you want to see something in a parenthesis, that means that class will become a child class. Sorry, that class will become a parent class. So animal will become a parent class and dog will become a child class. Now let's understand one example. What will happen with inheritance, and if I will not use inheritance, then what will happen? So here we have understood the complete kind of hierarchy. So now let's understand with one example. So I will show you one example. Here animal and dog, these are the classes, but animal, dog are not connected by the inheritance rule. So animal is a separate class and dog is a separate class. Now here we are having init, that means constructor, and there is a one function inside the animal class like speak, and it is returning something values. Same like in the dog, we are having some kind of constructor and we will having a one function like speak. Now what we are doing now, we are creating some objects here, animal objects and dog objects. So what I want to say you here, if you having a two different classes, right? If you want to use speak function or this speak function, both are the two different speak function. That's a part of animal and that is a part of dog. And if you want to access them, you have to create object of both classes. Object creation is one of the key rule here. So in inheritance, we will not create object of every class. We will create object of only the child class. Like here animal and dog are not connected with any inheritance rule. So that means here we are creating object of animal separately and dog also separately. So animal will give me animal objects, dog will give me a dog objects. Now here we are calling a.speak, a.name. So a.speak will call animal speak, a.name will give my animal name. And that's why we do second we do call d.speak, that means it will give me a dog speak and dog name, right? So here we are creating two different objects. Suppose if I if I do not want to create these two objects, I want to create only single objects, because it does happening, single objects will give a capability to access parent and child property both, right? So for them we have to build the inheritance rule. So here we are getting inheritance, animal, and we are going with the dog. So dog is a animal, is a parent here, and dog is a child. So here in this example there is no inheritance. In this example there is a one inheritance. It is a practical use case of them. It is a practical use case of them. And here we are only creating the dog class object. We are not creating animal class object. And dog class object itself will call dog class property as well as animal class property. So how it is calling here, you can see here, I am calling here the dog. So it will call the dog class constructor. So in the dog class constructor, it will directly come here. In the dog class constructor, we will having a one keyword called super. So super is a one function which will directly call the parent class constructor. So the part which we are doing here, like this one, a.animal, right? Who is doing this? That part is doing by this particular super only. So that is called constructor calling in inheritance. So when do we create the object of the dog class, it will call the dog class constructor. In the dog class constructor, we will use the super keyword, and super keyword will call the parent class constructor. So here, who is calling the parent class constructor? Animal object itself is calling the parent class constructor. But here we were calling through the super only. So super will give a very important role here whenever we want to understand the inheritance. Super is a one, I can say like function here, which will call parent class, immediate parent class constructor. It is one interview questions. What is the use of super in inheritance? So super will call the immediate parent class constructor, right? So it will directly call, and here we do pass the name. So what we are doing, let's understand the flow first. So first we are calling the dog class, we are creating the dog class objects. So from this line execution will start, right? So it will call dog class, and we are passing two things, Bruno and Labrador, right? So this will directly come to this particular variable name and breed. So breed will having a like this one, and name will having a like this one. So Bruno is a like name and breed is like Labrador, right? So that means we are passing this super in it. So what we are passing, this name only we are passing. Name only we are passing. This means Bruno we are passing, and Bruno will go to this particular animal class constructor. So here it will having a Bruno, and Bruno will come, pass into this name only, right? Then we are calling print d dot speak. So d dot speak, that means it is a function from the dog only, right? So it will directly come to this speak boof, and it will display boof. But if you see here d dot name, so in the dog class we don't having any kind of name here, right? We are not having any kind of name, so it will directly get the name from the animal. So from the animal it will directly get the name, and it will display the name. That is called code reusability. What is the meaning of code reusability? Code reusability means if something you have declared into a parent class, that you do not have to declare that into a child class. Parent class that directly can access by the child object. So here we are not writing d.speak, d.name. You can see in the above example, here we will call this name. So we were calling the name through the two-way, right? A.name and d.name. Only one name is enough to call them. We don't have to call them in two different places. So that is a practical use case of inheritance called code reusability, right? So parent class itself is having a kind of, child class itself child class object itself will call the parent class property. You do not have to create object of the parent class. That is called code reusability. We are using the code which we have defined into a parent class, right? How we can use that? We can use through the super keyword. So this is one kind of example of inheritance in terms of practical use case. In the real world, I already told that is a kind of hierarchy. Parent having a child, so parent property will come into a child. So child itself can be access them. So that is a kind of simple rule of inheritance. So we will having a different label of inheritance, right? First one is called single label, one parent and one child. So that means the example which we are saying, that is example of single label only. Now let's example of multiple. Multiple will say that multiple parents and one child. That means here parent will be more than one and child could be the one. Now let's understand with one example. So here we are having a like animal and dog. These are the two classes. So that is example of multiple. Sorry, it is a multi-label only. So in multi-label, what is happening? let's understand multiple first. Okay, so that is having a multiple inheritance here. So that is having a like animal and walker. So these are the two different classes. Animal, there is a no parent. Walker, there is a no parent, right? But dog is having a two parent, animal and walker, right? So that way we can define, if it is having a two parent, that means it is called multiple inheritance, right? So that means here in this case, animal and walker we having a two different classes, right? And here dog is a child of both, and here we are having a speak function. So we speak function, so animal having a like eat, walker having a like walk. So animal do eat, walker do walk. Now here we do having a speak, so dog does speak, that is a boof. So that means we are creating object of the dog class. So when do we create the dog class object, it will directly come to the dog class itself. And here we do call print d.eat, right? D.eat, it is taking from the eat is present under which class? Animal class. So that means you can see that eat and walk we did not define under the dog. That we have defined under the animal, like eat we have defined under the animal and walk we have defined under the walker. So we are not defining that into a dog, but itself we are able to access. That is why code reusability. So I'm using the dog, I'm not defining the eat and walk in the dog class. How it is happening? Through the inheritance only, right? So dog is having a two parent, animal and walker, and there we can directly access them. So if I will run this code, you can see that I'm getting eating, walking and boof. If I will remove this kind of relationship here, right? Let's say if I will remove this, if I will create a simple class, that time my code, if I will run it, I will get the error. It say that d.eat, not understanding, because eat is not a part of dog class. Here we are getting only object of the dog class. So without inheritance, you cannot access the other class property directly without creating it, right? If you want to access, you have to create it. Without creating that, if you want to access, you have to go with the inheritance, right? So what I can do here, simple, we do keep this only. So that is the example of multiple, two parent and one child. Now let's understand with the hierarchical is also one of the inheritance, which is reverse of the multiple. That means one parent and more than one child. So here animal is having a two dog. So that means animal is a one parent and having a dog, animal, and cat is also like an animal. So one animal having a like two child, dog and cat. But here we do having a dog and cat. So there is a two different child, right? And inheritance does say that only we do create object of the child class. So that means there is a no relation between dog and cat. Dog is a separate class, and cat is a separate class. But these are the child of the animal. So how many objects we need to create here? Two objects we need to create. Dog object and cat objects. So dog will give a dog access and cat will give a cat access. So that way we can directly access the property of animal with the help of dog and with the help of cat. So that is the example of hierarchical inheritance. One parent and two child. Next one is a multi-label inheritance. Multi-label means one parent having a one child and then is also having a like one child. So for example, animal is a parent class. Dog is having a child of animal, right? And then Puffy is having a child of dog, right? Puffy is having a child of dog. So that way we do create object of only the Puffy, right? Puffy will access dog property as well as the animal property. What is the meaning of accessing the property? That means we do not have to create them into a child, that will directly access through the parent. That is the meaning of code reusability. So that we do understand here, right? Single label, multi-label, multiple and hierarchical, I did not define them, but it is also there. So real world, if you want to understand with the inheritance, electric car inherit from the car, right? Gets all the car features as well as add battery specific behavior also, right? So this is a one simple example of inheritance. One question will come of in inheritance, what is the use of super? So super you have to understand very clearly, which is simply used to call the parent class constructor, right? If you will call them, it will call the parent class constructor. So that is all about the brief in inheritance. That's it. And next we will cover like polymorphism. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching.